I've been watching you a la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. Come on, a la 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 long, a la 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 long, long, long. Standing across the room, I saw you smile. I said I wanna talk to you for a little while, but before I make my move, my emotions start running wild.
Back with another one. Long time it's been. About a week, right? Since the last time you heard us, I think.
It's usually about a week, yeah.
Yeah, so what's going on? We are back at Dissect DJs.
Dissect
DJ MC Jack and Cash. Stevie, what's up, Steve?
You know what? This song's a classic that often gets slept on. No, not a lot of people ever talk about it, but if you hear it, you're like, I know that song. But if I were to tell you, you know what song we're doing this week? It's Inner Circle, Sweat.
I still wouldn't know. If you said that, I wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that song. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Let's get it. And you grew to it. Because it's a great song to groove to. It comes out hard, comes out smooth. And then he's about to stand across the room because we know the first line. But before he does that, he's been watching this girl for a la 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 la. Wait
a minute. Is that what he's saying there? Long time? It's just the extended long?
Yeah.
La, 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 la,
yeah, that's all.
La, 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 la. I never realized that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Dissect DJs will do.
That's what we do. That's what we do. You didn't pull up the lyrics.
Yeah, I got the lyrics.
Oh, did you?
Go, dude, we're moving up. Oh, we are on episode 40-something, dude. I got this shit down, homie. You don't even trip.
Hey. The late 40s too, probably.
Late 40s for sure. But we got it. We finally figured it out, dude. So yeah, out the gate he comes in. I've been watching you, and then la 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 long time.
Let's stop right there. That is definitely a context that requires really sexy music telling in order for it to work. Because if you start your song with "I've been watching you for a long time." Real thin line to be creepy. Super creepy.
Long time.
That shit gets creepy quick. That shit gets creepy quick.
Especially after 5 of them.
Yeah. I actually question, even though you're saying in this fun, sexy manner, like, what do you mean? Wait, hold on. Wait, music. Hey, Dan, calm down. Sorry, sir, you just said you've been watching me for a long
He's like,
time.
yeah, I met you in 4th grade. You don't remember. I was in 6th. It was a little weird because I was in 3rd and you were in 1st, right? And I saw you grow up as we continued through high school. And guess what? College year, senior year, you were a sophomore. I graduated and I didn't have the balls.
And I recently rented an office space just across the street from your bedroom. And I don't really do any work out of the office space, mostly just set up shop with a single stool. And I just kind of peer out the window with my telescope.
Watch you.
A la 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 long time. Come on!
Standing across the room, I saw you smile. I said I wanna talk to you for a little while, but before I make my move, my emotions start running wild. My tongue gets tied, and that's no lie. I'm looking in your eyes. I'm looking in your big brown eyes. Ooh yeah, and I've got this to say to you. Hey.
Oh man, this man has met a woman that he is absolutely enthralled
Infatuated with.
Any other word you can
She
think
has
of that starts
caught
with
his
N.
eye. I mean, probably just those two. I don't know.
No, you got in. Okay, maybe yeah. You're right.
Incarcerated? That doesn't work.
No, infatuated.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Oh,
Moving on. So then he's looking at her. He's like staring across the room. And again, I always feel like this is always, anytime there's a setup, the kind of like the first eye contact, the situation of meeting somebody goes, always relatable, right? We can always relate to these kind of situations. Especially right there when he's like, he's ready to go make his first move and like say something and his emotions start running wild and he gets tongue-tied. Like, yeah, I think we've all been there.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is when I always heard this song, I said the next verse says, I said I want to talk to you for a little while. I've always envisioned him saying that. Like he's He said, "I want to." I say like he's speaking to the girl. I want to talk to you for a little while.
Not a very cool opener though.
It's not a very cool opener, but it's pretty direct.
I wanna talk to you
for a little while. I don't know if you say, "Come on, hey, can I talk to you for a little while?"
It should be your opener. It's not a good opener.
It's not a good opener, but it's
hey,
not
let me
bad.
talk to you for a
There's
little
worse
while.
ones.
I don't know if you say it
Definitely
right. I guess
worse ones.
Hey,
I like your. Never mind.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you for a little while. Come on over this way. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad one. It's a
it
C.
could be done right, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
As this song has already shown right away, delivery is key. Like, the way you say something can be either super creepy or like, yeah, all right, that sounds sweet.
Yeah. So, but apparently, so I was wrong. He didn't say it. He said that to himself that he wants to talk to her for a little while. Then he makes his move, and his emotions start running wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he gets tongue-tied. Right?
And that's no lie.
And that's no lie.
So this man, his emotions running wild.
You know why?
Can mean so many things. Can we be honest there? Can we step back to the emotions running wild
I think it's
category?
pretty self-explanatory, but
I don't know. I think he got a little stiffy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the emotions running wild. Yeah.
Which takes us to.
I don't know if you thought that was like a different. The way sorry, he said it much cooler than the way you described it. The way emotions running wild sounds like erotic, a little. Oh, interesting. I'm intrigued. When you instead of being like, oh, I got a stiffy. Yeah, that's less sexy. Immediately.
I guess stiffy's not the best way to.
No. Okay. So, but you know why his emotions are running wild and he's getting tongue tied, right? Because he's looking in the big brown eyes. And I like that he's identified the color of eyes.
Well, at first it was just her eyes.
Yes.
And then he looked deeper.
And then he saw...
Look in your big brown eye. Ooh, yeah.
Which is exactly where I was going right now. Because I'm an eye man, okay? I love a good pair of eyes. And I love being able to identify that. There are certain colors that get me in that driving my emotions wild moment that he's describing right here. So... when I see that right pair of eyes, I'm like, I get tongue-tied and my emotions start running wild. You know, I understand what is it, the guy who's singing? Does it say that? I want to call him Mr. Inner Circle. Mr. Circle?
Mr. Inner.
No,
it'd be Circle. You're right. It'd be Mr. Circle.
It doesn't say at the top of the lyrics, like the guy's name.
We'll figure it out at the end. It's at the
it
bottom.
doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm saying I'm in step with him up to this point.
I gotta say, I'm an eye man for a couple of reasons. Yeah. Okay. It is right before my letter, which is very happy because Jay and Jag and Justin, it's just like right there. And then on top of that, it's one of the few letters that is able to be on its own. There's I, there's A, and then I can't really think of any other letters that can be on their own and still be considered a word.
You really like taking things to a stupid place, don't you? You gotta go right to... Okay, well, how can I respond to this stupidly? And not just stupidly, but in the stupidest way possible. And I'm gonna not only say it, but I'm gonna drag it in a whole new direction. And just change.
But seriously, is there any other letter besides I and A that is a full word by themselves?
Oh.
No.
Just a single... Oh.
No, that's not.
No, I guess not.
I can't think of anything.
No, it's the only one.
So, just wanted to state that. I know you.
All right, well, you completely killed the entire momentum we had. So, just toss it back up to Sweat.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm ready to sweat.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Sweat here is going to take it to a place.
It's Mr. Circle. Thank you very much.
That's right, Mr. Circle. This is going to be taken to a place where. One of the reasons why we picked this song is this next line. Now, I'm not going to lie. I know this next line, and it's always confused me. It's always been like, wait, what is he talking about? What did he just say?
Hear why we're ready to sweat.
I got to know why he's sweating.
Girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm going to push it some more. Girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. La 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 la.
Whoa.
Where did he take this?
Whoa.
Where did you take? What?
This shit just jumped up a notch because the previous line, I know we stopped it and we talked about it, so we kind of got out of him. The last line was about him looking at a girl across the floor, and he's feeling nervous because he's super attracted to her. His emotions are running
big
wild.
brown eyes.
And he's looking in her big
He
brown
notices
eyes.
those.
So it sounded like the next step was going to be like, hey, I'm Dave. What's up? Do you drink tequila or
we doing
from out of
shots?
town? I don't know. Like
shots, everybody.
I was expecting some kind of approach, and then we go right to sweating and a lot of push-its, and unfortunately, even more crying. Like,
yeah.
what is that
In the
about?
exact lyrics, it goes, "Girl, I want to make you sweat, sweat till you can't sweat no more." Okay, this man wants to dehydrate this woman. He wants to take her, like, she cannot sweat anymore. Do you know how hard it is to take someone to the point of them no longer being able to sweat?
That's murder, yo.
They're
Try to
dead.
sweat 'em dead?
They are dead. You
Trying
killed
to
this
bleed 'em
person.
out with that? Yeah. So
Wait. You want to go deeper into the sweat?
well, I mean, I was just gonna be like, in my head, when it goes from the I want to go talk to this girl to I want to make you sweat, the next thing, the thing I'm immediately thinking is like, oh, he wants to start like dancing with her, and now we're dancing, and now we're sweating. Okay.
But then he hits her with the, and if you cry,
Why is she crying?
I'm gonna push it some more. Oh.
Bad order of
Wait,
things
what's
right
happening?
there. I don't know.
So
It feels like we immediately stepped over a line and then hopscotch through a couple more lines.
okay, can I be honest? I read this wrong. Okay, so it does have an additional word that we're missing. Let's see if it changes it.
No way that word saves it.
And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. So it says cry out.
Okay, so we're talking about fucking now, right? Like,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
other-
She's sweating.
We can't be dance floor. Why is she gonna
she
cry
is
out?
dehydrated at this point. She's crying out, and at that point, after she's dehydrated and crying, he's then pushing it some more. Which, my man, you got to back off.
He's not just pushing it some more. It's push it some
No,
more.
that's the second part where he comes back in where they redo it, and then yes, he does go into the
Push it
some more. La, 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 la.
Long, long, long. Come on. A la 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 long. A la 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 long, long. Ooh. So I say to myself, if she loves me or not. But the dread I know that love is his together. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that. The lyrics goes on the attack. My tongue gets tied, and that's no lie. I'm looking in your eyes. I'm looking in your big brown eyes. Ooh, girl.
And then he comes in and he says, "So I say to myself, if she loves me or no."
That's what I wanted to discuss. Depending on what previously just happened in the end of that last verse,
Which
That-
let's recap, went from him seeing her at a bar, not being able to talk to her, but then expressing how much he wants to make her sweat, get dehydrated, and if she cries, he's
He
going to
wants
make
to
it push it
some
more.
Yeah. Push it
push-
some more.
Push it some more.
Yeah. So now he's like, I'm wondering if she loves me or loves me not. I'm like, dude, what did you do though? There's a huge difference as to what took place in that little description. There's a vast spectrum there, bro. And I don't really want to jump in between the lines on that and try to dissect, really. I'm just saying.
I don't know. All I know is get that girl some water, okay? Because you dehydrated
She deserves
her.
some water.
She's
Give her a shower.
sweating.
Let her
This whole song is about her sweating to the point where she can't sweat anymore.
to the point where the song is called Sweat.
Yeah,
It's the name of the song, bro. He could have called this a lot of things.
Yeah.
He could have called it Push It Some More. He could have called it a
La 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 La
Long
Long.
Time. Yeah, there's a
Which
few.
would be a funny.
He could have just called it
which
something
would be a funny
artistic.
request
that
for the
just kinda-
DJ. Could you play La 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 Long Time? Which one?
but
La
then-
La 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 Long Time.
La La La
La La La La La Long Time, please.
Time. Come on.
I don't have that one. I have Long Time. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want.
And it wouldn't be. You're already seeing this whole. Okay. On that note, I don't actually like that name for it either. But,
Exactly. Okay, so with
but
that said,
Sweat is a weird name too.
So I say to myself, does she love me or not? But that dread, I know that the love is his to get.
The
and then
Dread Unknown?
The dread are known. The dread are known. I guess like dreads.
Oh. I was thinking it was like
I don't
dread.
know.
Like,
I can't really
is it?
tell.
Well, how does he spell dread?
Dread.
Yeah, that's like dread. Like, oh man, I
Okay.
feel like.
Wait, how
Again, this doesn't play well either, because then a dread is like, okay, the dread of the unknown is like, feel like I might have done something bad here, and the results are not going to be a win. And
love is his to get.
There might be some jail time on the line for me. I don't know. I might be wanted for prison right now. I don't know.
Yeah. All I know is
that's the dread unknown. That's a potential of it.
What I know at this point is that the beat breaks down
It's
fantastically.
a dope breakdown.
And it goes, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
And the lyric on the attack.
Thug gets tight. Like the beat just hits.
I love that breakdown.
Breakdown smooth. Everybody loves that breakdown. You guys don't know what the fuck
like-
he's talking about because we're dissecting it right now. And even before that, you were like, I don't know, just like the fact that he breaks it down.
That's the thing about this track is it gets away with talking about some questionable lyrics because it just hits you with it so well. That one right there, like, just starts like hitting you with like side jabs.
The
and
beat
like,
is so good, but what does he say? He says with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He's basically pushing himself on this woman in a very what seems to be
questionably. It's
questionable
not, it's
manner.
not,
Yes.
but it's. I feel like it's vague enough to where it doesn't have to be taken that way. But if you're looking for it to go that direction, there's a lot of evidence there to carry it. There's a lot, yeah.
He's been looking at her for a long time. He wants to make her sweat without water.
He wants to push it some
cry.
more if she cries.
Yeah,
if she cries, he just wants to push it some more.
Push it some more. Push it some more.
There's some unknown dread.
And then the lyrics goes on the attack. What's that part mean? The lyrics goes on the attack.
I mean, I like to hear
randomly some background singers come in like, I
like to hear it like the lyrics are just hitting you and you're just like get beat up with this song like, oh man, this song is just hitting right now.
But then his tongue
But the fact is, based on everything else he said, I don't know if attack is a good word to use right now.
Use an attack at that point.
Yeah. It's a bad one.
Yeah.
And
at least after this his tongue gets tied.
That could get weird too. I don't know. Like maybe we thought it just meant he didn't know what to say, but maybe it's some other weird shit. I don't even know. Come on, Mr. Circle. Hey, steer us in a good direction. Can you please? This song is a jam, and we don't want this song ruined by dissecting it. And now,
you're looking in her eyes.
Giving us
you're
a lot
looking in
to
her
work
brown
with.
eyes.
He's been watching you for a while.
And
Okay, we started on a bad note, and it just I keep waiting for it to be like, no, it's chill because now he said this. And it's really been nothing. We just keep digging this hole deeper.
He says he's got this to say. He emphasized it this time, Castle.
Okay.
So let's see what he's got to say.
And I've got this to say to you. Hey, girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. Girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long. Ooh yeah. A la 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 long, a la 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 long. One more time. A la 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 long, a la 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 long. Sing it. A la 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 long, a la 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 long. Yeah.
Did you guys all catch that? Castle, did you catch that?
It's kind of the same thing that he
No.
said the first time, right?
He said one more time. They sang it one more time. And then he said sing it, and they did it again. That was not one more time. Did everybody else catch that? Did you guys hear that? One more time. A la 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 long. Sing it. A la 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 long. They did it twice after he said do it once.
Are you suggesting that what he was asking to do one more time the first time was not sing it? It was something else? I don't know. This song's bringing up too much sketchy subject. I don't want to think about it. Why are we ruining such a jam right now?
I just wanted to point that out because it's really just the same song from this point on, to be honest with you. I wanted to point out that he says one more time. They say la 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 long. Then he says sing it, and they do it again. You guys weren't listening. You guys should just went silent. Like, sing it. You guys should have been like, you said one more. We already did the one.
That's it.
We did the one.
We already did one more time.
You already said.
I've actually...
So do you want us to stake it?
I've actually always taken issue with that. Even when I was a kid, I remember like a lot of these songs where they would kind of keep repeating like a chorus, and then like the lead guy singing it would just keep going like, one more time, and then like they keep just doing it, and then but they're not gonna stop after that one because they're gonna just ride out the song because that's the way the chorus works, and it's just like the motherfucker always said one more like why did we keep? I'm having a hard time keeping count at this point, guys. Maestro over here said one more time, and this has been at least another 6 times. Does it mean nothing anymore? Is there no truth in this world? What does one more time even mean?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I know the song's not ending when he says one more time, so yeah. You are a fibber, Mr. Circle. In addition to some other nefarious potential things.
But yeah, he wants to push it some more. He wants
those
he
things
wants to see her
mostly.
for a long more time. He wants to look in her brown eyes. He wants to make her sweat
Oh
till
my
she
God.
can't
All right.
sweat anymore.
Let's just ride out. Let's just
let the song
out.
ride out, and then we'll.
I can't dissect some of these potential terms anymore.
Let's just get into it.
I'm looking in your big brown eyes, ooh yeah, and I've got this to say to you, yeah. Girl, I want to make you sweat, sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. Girl, I want to make you sweat, sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long, yeah.
I have to ask, man, if he's not, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, what could he possibly be meaning by making a girl want to sweat to the point where she can't sweat anymore, and if she cries out, he's going to push it more? Like, how could this ever be a good thing? I don't know what the hell he was trying to get at, if this is a positive song or if we're just reading right into it like we're supposed to, and this man is completely taking advantage of the situation of a girl that he's been looking at for a long time that he wants to make sweat. You know what I think this is, Castle? Is this man has no chance with this girl. This is just him imagining. So he's across the bar, he's looking at her for a long time, and then from that point he goes into like a daydream, like a
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what?
And then he slips into that real quick, and then he goes into that shit, and then he's like now in this thing where he's like, yeah, and he's making her sweat, and she's just like, and she's sweating to the point where she can't sweat. She's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And he turned into the psychopath, and then he like snaps back into it, like, and he comes back like to life, like,
I gotta say,
and he looks back in her brown eyes, and then he snaps back into this crazy person that keeps making a girl sweat.
I know. I think that actually, when you put it in that way, it's actually better.
It's better that way.
It's a lot better.
Let's go ahead and
because,
go
like,
that route.
because I think that's actually what it is. Because we go from him, like, he never actually has any line that suggests that he actually approached this girl with anything. The last thing we heard about him looking at her, he keeps talking about how he's tongue-tied.
He tongue-tied,
he
sees
doesn't
her in
know
her
what to
eyes,
say.
and at that point, he
And
snaps.
then it goes to, I want to make you sweat, and I want to push it till I can't push it some more. So, like...
And he just imagined himself being like
Yeah,
the G of all
I think
Gs,
it all
and like, just smash like,
plays-
yeah, you want to see that? Like,
His mind goes to a weird place that I wouldn't make a song about, but here we are.
but that he decided
That's
to,
where,
and I think
and
that's
you
what
know
it
why
is.
he gets away with it? Because it's a fucking jam,
And it's a daydream.
and he described it well.
And it's
I
a
mean,
dream.
he describes it to a point, and we're like,
He
what
should
are
have
you
snuck that
trying to
in.
say?
He should have snuck
But
it in
he-
where like, and then I daydream. And
Yeah,
and then I
he
would've
didn't
been
describe it well. He delivered it well.
Okay, so
So the song was a jam, and like because he was able to do it in a place where he's like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, another little on the attack. Like he's able to get away with this whole weird daydream. Where, again, if you were to just say all these words in a much different, less sexy manner, doesn't really play.
Okay.
Doesn't play.
Just real quick, so we quick dissect. He's at a bar. He sees a girl that he's seen for a long time. He goes to want to talk to her, can't talk to her because he gets tongue-tied, snaps into a daydream where he becomes the man and has this girl sweating like crazy. She cries out. He goes, yeah, you like that. And then probably snaps back in, looking at her big brown eyes. And every time he looks back in her brown eyes, before he can talk, he snaps back into this crazy person where he goes into this madman, thing. And that's kind of the circular motion of circular motion of this song. And that's exactly what we're listening to at this point.
Yeah.
Would that be a good dissect to you? Would that be?
I think so. And honestly, the harsh reality is that whole thing you just described. Not that uncommon,
Pretty
I don't
sick.
think.
No,
I
it
don't
happens
think,
a lot.
I don't think that's uncommon. Go to Sharky's on a Saturday night and tell me how many guys, and look for around it how many guys you think, like, that guy's thinking exactly what Inner Circle's
he's
thinking
definitely
right
doing
now.
that right now.
He's eyeballing the fuck out of this girl, and
Yeah,
he's going through that whole run around
and
in
he's
his head.
thinking she's sweating. Instead, he's sweating like crazy just thinking about it, and he has his mind just focused. Yeah, I've seen those guys.
Yeah,
He's the one that buy the random shots for
That's
a
the
group of
opener.
them and think
That's
he's
where the
popular
story
for a
goes
second.
next. Like, so I just want some shots.
Shots, yeah. Take a picture. You
This
know.
one's cool. It's in Jello and it looks like a syringe. You go ahead, open your mouth. Open.
Sexually, yeah. Too many times, man. Too many times.
I'm glad that we're locked down from bars.
You
right
know
now.
what?
Sometimes
You know what? I'm so glad we're done with that life.
sometimes it's for the better that we're not allowed to be going to a lot of these bars.
And I'm glad I'm actually, as you're saying it now, I'm glad because I don't get to have to witness that anymore. And we saw it for a long.
La 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 la.
Come on.
A la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. Push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. All right. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long, long. Push it some more.
I actually feel like I hear like an ocean crashing ashore. Maybe it's just in my head.
That's the reverb.
Or just like at the end after that little more. Actually, I think I actually know what it is.
What is it?
I have a little story with this song. There's a certain memory
That's
that
the
comes to it.
sweat that's hitting him.
No, stop guessing. Your guesses are not going to be good at this point. There's no way you're going to get. But I will say the memory of where I used to hear this song was on a video where it ended with the ocean sound with it. So that's where I think my brain goes to that point. But what it is, it's me and my best friend growing up, Alex Stone. We used to always watch a bunch of VHS tapes of like old WWF stuff, right? That's what we always do when we would get together. And one night we found in our little VHS collection, my dad had a Sports Illustrated swimsuit video. Basically, they should go through all the different like models that were like SI swimsuit calendar girls that year and stuff, and like and then at the end of it, they ended with a music video like showing all of them. And this was the song they used. And that was where I remember the song from. Because I remember me and him would just go back and watch that music video at the end over and over again. And when I look back on it, it's kind of funny because it's like, it's so innocent in comparison to what kids, like, I don't know, we were probably like, I don't know, like 10 at that point. So you look back, like that was like as close to some X-rated stuff that we would see back then. But it was like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine video. And, you know, nowadays, because we didn't have the internet, the internet didn't exist then, and even when the internet started to exist, it wasn't like it was like filthy shit with just like every fucking corner of the internet.
The closest thing I got to
we didn't really know what
closest
the
thing I got
internet
to
had.
what you're saying was like channel like because my dad had cable, right, and channel like 39 was a channel where it was like super like
scrambled,
right?
Yeah, we had that
scrambled,
too, yeah.
But you'd see
you like gotta hear
you'd hear it. And
like,
you'd see a titty.
It's like that opening the opening scene of American Pie, like, oh, it's a tit. That is a tit.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. But
yeah,
it actually, that American Pie, when I saw that, I was like, literally, I like did that week. When I saw it, I was like, dude, that happened like yesterday. Like, I literally, that's how like it was part of my life.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
All right. Well, this song, dude, Sweat, Inner Circle. We've dissected the shit out of it, dude. What did your slaps and claps, or claps and snaps? No, slaps and snaps.
Thank you for getting it right.
Hey, episode 40 fucking something, man. I got this.
Goddamn, can we just hear a fucking celebration alarm? Hey! Justin finally figured out it's slaps and snaps. Did you go Alan Parsons Project with it?
Is that what
All right, yeah.
Real
All right.
quick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad you finally figured that out. And I look forward to you getting it wrong again next episode.
I will.
But I'm going to give it... Push it some more. So that was 3 slaps and 2 push-ups. And another snap. Another snap in there. He deserves a snap. I love this song. It's a jam.
So 3 slaps. Push it
2
some
push-ups, 2 push-its, and 1 snap.
more. And 1 snap. Nice, man.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a la 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 long, la 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 long, 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 long.
Come on.
Oh, I should have said it with you.
No, the fact that you pointed to me as I was already saying it.
It worked.
Yeah.
You read it good.
Like that just shows how on the same page
Too,
we are.
that's exactly
Yeah,
where it was. I wanted to say it. I wasn't sure if we are gonna win. But yes, that is mine. 3 and the la 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 long.
3 quick little quick claps.
Quick
Slaps.
Did you say claps?
I take the
my
fifth on
goodness.
that. I don't think you can prove that. This isn't a recording.
And you will cut it and make me sound bad. Anyway,
No,
so
I'll keep it. I
don't care.
I'm a man of my
Anyways,
word.
but yes, great song.
I have integrity.
The lyrics are a little bit
I'm an
much,
honest
but
cat.
as I like I'm gonna go ahead and go with the dream idea of him looking at a girl that he's known for a long time.
Yeah.
And goes into this like, oh, I want her, but just doesn't actually make that move. And if it sticks to that, then I'm okay with that because it happens a lot. I may have or may not have been that guy at one point in my life, at some point in my life. So I'm not going to hate on him. But if it's him actually making a girl sweat to the point where she can't sweat and then
It
she's
drops
crying,
at least 2 slaps for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this song probably shouldn't be done.
We shouldn't
at
be
that.
talked about. We
talking
should
about
cancel
this.
stuff. No, which this is actually one of the rare times where I actually think I came into it being like, oh, this might be a little, but I actually think what we came out of was like, I actually don't think it's that bad. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it takes place in the imagination, and it's a
So
guy.
It's okay that this man is thinking about making this a
It's
little bit
better. It's better. Like it's not like he's like aggressively. Yeah, I mean we've already covered a song that deals with some fucked up shit like that once already on this. We don't want 2 in the first season,
Right.
but so I think we actually avoided it.
as long
I
as
think
we're sticking to the it's in his imagination.
It's an imagination
But then,
of
dude,
like.
I don't know. Now we sound like assholes because then it's okay to stick in your imagination that this man wants to make, like I said, this
Look,
woman.
we don't want to get inside what people are really thinking in their head, and nobody ever wants to talk about some of the crazy shit that actually goes through
I
their
know,
head.
but he lets us in. He lets
Are we
us
being
in.
real?
But he lets
All
us
right.
in with it.
You know why?
So I gotta drop.
You know why?
I gotta drop mine and clap.
You know why
I
though?
gotta drop mine and clap.
Damn it! I'm about to make a great
I know,
point, but you won't.
I'm just telling you. Making sure you know. Go ahead. Why?
You want to know why he lets us in? Because he's the inner circle.
I'll keep the clap. I'll keep the clap.
Keep the slap going.
I'll keep the
Yeah,
slap.
right.
I'll keep the slap.
Talk about full
God,
circle.
I love you, Castle. That's why you're my partner.
Damn.
He's so good. I've loved this man too, by the way, for a lot. La 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 long time. Next.